Good morning, my friends. Welcome to my stream. How is everyone? I'm sorry that I didn't stream yesterday, but I had forgotten that my son went on a class trip, or is on a class trip this week, and I had to bring him there and stuff like that, so I didn't have the time to stream and the mental capacities, because of course he was very nervous. It's his first longer class trip that goes for several days, and so I said it's better to skip the stream so I can take care of him and everything that I need to do. But I hope you all guys had a great weekend, and I see James is here. Good morning. Hello, how are you? Michael is also here. Hello, hello, good to see you. And Mark is here. Good morning, Mark. So I hope you're all doing great. I hope night shift is going okay for James. And Michael's up late. Michael, what are you reading currently? You always have good, you're reading good books, usually classics, something like that. So I'm wondering if you want to share what you're reading currently. I'm still reading, trying to finish the Throne of Glass series, almost through book number 6. And I think then only one book is left. So I'm interested how it ends. There are some big revelations currently in the book I'm reading right now. So it's a fun series, definitely. Oh, Hazelnut Ramblings. Hello, Nicole. Good to see you. And Loretta is here too. Hello. I had so much fun this morning when I woke up. Loretta sent me a fun reel video. So thank you for that. It's getting harder to get up in the morning because it's dark now. At 5:30, I'm getting up because my daughter and I were going to the gym in the morning. So, and it's dark then, and so I'm always happy when I can see I got a fun message, for instance, like on Instagram from Loretta. Oh, yeah, Nicole's also sharing what she's reading. I'm reading Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. Awesome. I think that's a good one for October. I didn't even know that Agatha Christie wrote something Halloween themed, That's cool. I have to write this down, but I don't have my... Here it is, my notebook. Funny you should ask, says Michael. I'm thinking of reading... Ooh, the sonnets of Shakespeare. That's an interesting idea. I would definitely also read on the side or watch on the side something that tells me a bit more, gives me more insights on the sonnets. But usually I like to read first and then go a bit deeper and see what others have to say about those works like that. So it sounds like a fun challenge, maybe even reading challenge. How many sonnets did Shakespeare write? I'm wondering. There are not that many, aren't there? I mean, I don't know. I'm no expert of Shakespeare. By the way, I was in Weimar during the weekend on Saturday with friends, and which is like a 2 hours drive from me. And Weimar is famous here in Germany because Goethe lived there, the German poet. So maybe think about comparing Shakespeare's sonnets to some of Goethe's poetry, and also Schiller. I don't know, German writers lived there. Nietzsche, I think. I'm not sure, but I think Nietzsche was in Weimar too. So I haven't ever been there to Weimar, so it was cool to see. I went to Goethe's house, where he used to live for like 50 years, and you could do a tour. And it's almost in the original state from when he died. He died in this house, so it was cool. Very inspirational. Ooh, so Loretta says about the Halloween party by Agatha Christie, that she really liked it. And oh, awesome! And there is a movie of it coming out soon. Yeah, there are several. So is it all also with Hercule Poirot, or with this character, or other characters? Because I'm just thinking of all the Hercule, Hercule Poirot movies coming out recently with The Haunting. Yeah. Oh, it was the. Oh, okay. So, okay, yeah. It was the inspiration for the new movie, A Haunting in Venice. Okay, now I wasn't making the connection that this is actually, but it makes sense that this is actually the movie about the book. Okay. Oh, well, that's so, yeah. I haven't even seen the other new Agatha Christie movies, but I had read the book about the Oriental train, so I should watch the movie and, yeah, continue reading and then watch the movie. So that would be also fun. Oh, see, Michael, yes, I need to read good. Yeah, I'm not sure about the translations though, but I'm pretty sure there must be good ones out there because, yeah, of course, he wrote in German. But yeah, I really some of his poems I really like, and yeah. Oh, so yeah. The Weimar Republic, yes, history of 20th century focuses on Weimar for other reasons. Yep, true. There's also a building for a museum for that. Although I don't know, I honestly have to say, I don't know that much about it. I mean, yeah, we probably had this in school, the Weimar Republic and everything, but yeah. Oh, Hercule Poirot, okay. And Michael said, let's write poetry, and is asking for a prompt word. And I'm wondering if, is this the prompt word for Michael, Mark? Rubber duck? Maybe. Michael has to tell us if rubber duck would be a good prompt word for him, but maybe, why not? There was a Doctor Who episode that included Miss Christie. Ooh, it inspired me to read Death in the Clouds. I even don't know this one. Okay, very interesting, yeah. You made me think of Mr. Weasley in Harry Potter. What exactly is the function of a rubber duck? So, yeah, Michael should tell us if rubber duck is a good word, a good prompt word for his poetry. So, I'm thinking of Goethe. Prometheus is one of my favorite poems of Goethe. I don't know if I find a translation during the first sprint, but before that, let's just have a quick look at our card of the day. 2 swords. Is there anyone in the chat who is stuck making a decision, maybe? Doesn't know which way to go. So this is a card about, like, yeah, feeling stuck and not knowing which direction to move, maybe even overthinking because you have to make a decision and you just chaos up here because there's so many possibilities, and this card is kind of encouraging us to trust our intuition and, yeah, closing our eyes, listening inside, and, yeah, the usual calming down. And so, and I thought to myself that even when you're stuck and you have to make a decision, even if you take a step into the wrong direction, you're still taking action. And when you take steps, you will quickly realize if this was the right direction or not, and you can always stir into another direction again, So maybe it's also an encouragement to just do it, and then you will see it will be revealed if you made the right decision or not. And it's not so bad to make a wrong decision, then you can still take other steps. Then at least you know what you want and what you need to do. The rubber duck. The word gives some interesting rhymes, true. I don't know what you're thinking about, but Nicole got a big OB on the front cover, Death in the Clouds. Ooh, okay. That's scary. I mean, yeah. Ooh, okay, yeah. Now I want to know. Now I want to read it. Loretta, you're right. Oh, and James says that card is me. Okay, Michael, I'm interested. I'm already curious about your poem. Rubber duck, got it. Not really for me, at least not in camping. Oh, the decision making. So yeah, that's good. I think it's good to not feel stuck or scared about having to make decisions. I'm not currently stuck on making decisions. It is more like an ongoing decade-long state that you feel this feeling of being stuck. Maybe I also have the feeling that for a long time things have been not changing, and this sometimes gives you the feeling of being stuck and how you could, yeah, and then you could think of what changes you would want to make, even. I don't know. It's difficult. I haven't read it yet, but it is a book I've been wanting to read lately. See, yeah, it sounds definitely interesting. Death in the Clouds. So let's do a sprint. I will look up Goethe's poem. I find an English version. And yeah, enjoy the first sprint, the warm-up sprint. Here we go. 20 minutes. Okie dokie. That was our warm-up sprint. And how did everybody do? Oh, I'm just reading JC's comment. I really missed your streams over the weekend, Anya. You have such a good calming presence to end my day with. Oh, thank you. It's 2 a.m. here. Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's good to hear. That makes me happy. So I shouldn't be too too giddy or anything to wake you up too much. Yeah, how did everybody do during the sprint? So I went back to my novel, and I'm currently going through my old notes and kind of sorting everything. I have like a Canva, where you can pull things around on my screen, going to my old notes and pinning them there and trying to sort them. So that's fun. And it's for the first part of the novel. It's I think there are three, or no, let's say two main parts. Yeah. And now I'm looking at the first part and trying to figure everything out and try to see where there are still holes in the whole story and maybe filling them somehow. Ooh. I'm a minute away from finishing Halloween Party. I got the audiobook and I listened to it while I was in the shower. Oh, I didn't even know. I just recently I heard that you could have some device in your shower to listen to. That sounds like fun. And I think the showers take even longer when the novel is getting exciting and you are wanting to hear what's happening next. And Jessie says, you're on a roll reading. Oh, you're on a roll with your reading, Nicole. So, yeah. I also wrote down the 2 Agatha Christie books on my TBR list during the sprint so that I don't forget about them. Mark, I just transcribed a short note of sort of a therapy session from 2015. It was about why I am here in this life. No answer, but back then I had the revelation I need to be playful to do it. Yeah, trying to find new perspectives. And I can share a story that I really connected with. I can share a video with you, maybe, Mark. Maybe this is also inspiring you, but which really helped me with this constant anxiety of I have to do something to be worth living here. So maybe this will help you too. It's like a Zen story. So I hope I can find it. I think I saved it somewhere because I really was like, oh, I love this story. It's helping me. Ooh, okay. I'm 3 for 3 with these books. Next is to tackle Murder on the Orient Express. That's the one I think I read last year, which I really enjoyed. And I wanted to continue reading Agatha Christie books, but I got distracted. To be playful is scarier than it should be, says Loretta to Mark. Yeah, it's always good, I think, to also go back to those revelations we had, understandings. Sometimes something clicks, and we get an understanding of something that we have been pondering about for a while. And I think because everything is so quick nowadays, we often not really forget about it, but sometimes it's good to reflect on it from time to time. Yes. JC says, yeah, I'm always worried about not leaving a big enough impact on the world. And I think this has to do with our society and social media and everything, that we constantly get told that we have to strive big, we have to strive to achieve a lot. And subconsciously, this is kind of deep inside of us that we feel, yes, we have to write a bestseller. I don't know, always try to achieve the best, otherwise we're not good enough. Or like I said, we feel like, why are we even here? And so yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on us, that yeah, we constantly think about what's our worth, and for instance, animals are just there, and plants as well, but they still have a meaning. So I don't know. Ooh, yeah, Michael, I've got milk and cookies. That sounds very good. Mm. And Michael has it all figured out. Yeah. We shouldn't. That's exactly it, Anya. Yeah, we shouldn't overthink too much, and maybe just have some milk and cookies and enjoy being in the moment, mm, and see what comes up for us. Like, I'm always trying to think about what excites me, and maybe that's where I should go, and that's what I'm supposed to do, and otherwise it's okay to just be and enjoy being. But that's not easy in our society nowadays to do just that. So let me start another sprint, and then I want to try and find the video I wanted to share with you guys. How about, no, this one should be a 25-minute sprint. Yeah. So I haven't used this one in a while. So enjoy the colors and the next 25 minutes. Okie dokie. That was sprint number 2. How did everybody do? I shared the story, the YouTube video, with a little story about why it's okay to have no ambition in life. I really like this story. It's kind of taking a lot of pressure from me, so that's why I have saved it. Sometimes it's good to listen to it again. That's why I also shared it with you, in case you put yourself under a lot of pressure from time to time with everything you want to achieve or feel like you have to. So maybe you should also listen to the story. Maybe it doesn't, you cannot relate to it, but I definitely could. And I also continued working on through my manuscript, sorting things. And yeah. What else? I can already set up the next sprint for us. It's a 40-minute sprint. Maybe I should use the other Pomodoro. No, not Pomodoro, but Diwali timer I have, because it's very colorful and always creates a good mood, I think. Okay. Nicole finished Halloween Party. Ooh, rated it 4 stars on Goodreads. Okay. So you really enjoyed it and started on Murder on the Orient Express. I'm curious to hear what you think about it when you finish it. While messing around with the bullet journal, just filling in the appropriate boxes. Okay, so are you keeping track on what you're reading in your bullet journal, I'm guessing? And how are you writing down the number, like the dates when you start and end a book, and the how you rated it, and maybe, or do you even keep track of how many pages you read during a day? I keep track on Storygraph right now, the books that I'm reading. And yeah, I also started to put in there in Storygraph all the books I want to read in the future. I used to also have Goodreads. I don't remember why I switched to Storygraph. Somehow I enjoyed it more. I tried it out and I liked it more. So that's why I stopped keeping track on Goodreads about what I'm reading. So JC, I have gotten into my PJs and queued up the video link you dropped in the chat. Awesome. Yeah, it's actually, I really like also the way the narrator is speaking. It's very calming. So maybe this is a good bedtime story for you, you know. And I have now carried you guys to the bed with me. Awesome. So cozy up, enjoy, and way to go, Nicole. Yeah, I love it when I'm also, especially during the vacation, I really was also in a reading role. You know, I found a lot of time to read, and that felt so good. And now I'm also, because I have the book I'm currently reading on my phone, I think that's quite good. So whenever I feel like I can just continue reading. But my nonfiction book has been sitting on my desk for a while now. I haven't continued reading it. I don't know. I'm too distracted, too easily distracted, I think. Of course, during vacation time, I just have more time in general. I mean, damn it. But like I said, I'm quite good with reading right now, the fiction stuff. Especially before I go to bed, I like to read because it's calming me down. I get more tired. So then let's do our 40-minute sprint, which is a long one. So if anyone any of you except for Mark and James. James, who has to stay up because of the night shift, but anyone else feels like, okay, I want to close my eyes now and sleep. You're welcome to do that. Okay, Mark continued transcribing dreams and notes. It's a crazy day for me in the best way. I've been awake since before 4 a.m. Motivation galore. Awesome. So you have a lot of energy right now. Whatever is happening, I'm very happy about it. I love that for you, Mark. Yes. Follow your excitement. That's what I always say. So that's good. I love to hear that you're happy about this. So let's sprint. Oh, I put in the wrong time, of course. We want to do a 40-minute sprint, not just 25. We want to enjoy what we're doing for a longer time. So here we go. 40 minutes. Have fun. Enjoy. Okie dokie. That was our 40-minute sprint. How did everybody do? Don't forget to stretch and drink some water. Nicole's getting sleepy. So, and Michael shared a poem called Rubber Duck. So maybe this is something to a signal to listen to the poem, Nicole, and then go to bed. So let's read Michael's poem. I want to know what he made out of the rubber duck. Rubber duck. Is this a lake or is this the sea? Am I awake or dreaming and free? There's a ship with Starbuck and Pip and other apt sailors waving to me. It is most hot, without any breeze. I do not spot a finite fish to seize, and I do not know, as natural things go, why there are towers of bubbles to tease. A sudden great wave now surges high, a torrent of fate falls clear from the sky. I am a duck with awful bad luck. The ocean is angry today by no lie. Oh my God, I have to read this again. It's different when you read it out loud. It's more difficult to capture all the meaning, but it sounds like a crazy adventure. I do not spot a fin fish to seize. And I do not know, as natural things go, why there are towers of bubbles to tease. I'm wondering if it's still not a lake, not the sea, but a bathtub. Because the duck would never really know, would it? Thank you, Michael. It's awesome. Again. And it leaves so much room to, like I said, you could still, not know where is the rubber duck really. Because it's not spotting a finned fish to seize. And I do not know, as natural things go. Thank you so much, Michael, for this poem. And again, it's like, how are you doing this in the middle of the night with a prompt we gave you, Mark? See, Michael wrote you a rubber duck poem, as you wished. Yes, you're so talented, Michael, says JC. It's so true. I'm still sorry, I'm still thinking about the poem and everything. I think I will have to read it again in the last sprint. Thank you so much, Michael, for that. I will, of course, write it down. And some people also listened to the story I shared before. And it was very powerful, says JC. I definitely felt the power of it too when I heard it the first time. I think I've listened to it 3 or 4 times now. And then JC said, I listened to the story you shared, and then I went back to planning for my new project I'm world building for. It's just so much fun. Because I'm also working on a project, and it's still very lighthearted in the sense of I'm just doing stuff to bring everything together, but not with this pressure of I have to finish it somehow soon. So I really enjoy the first steps of building a story, and I wish I could keep this lightheartedness while writing, because I always feel the pressure builds up the longer I'm working on a story, and it would be better for the writing itself if I could keep it light and stay positive and not putting so much pressure on myself. But the farther I get with it, the more I feel like, is this really good enough? Starting to hear those voices inside of me, the doubts, and feeling that I need to make changes. And I wish I could keep the joyful part of writing, or stay joyful about it. Damn it. The human mind can be so tricky, how we can make things um, harder for ourselves just with thinking, That's why light and fluffy. Yeah. I mean, it's hard enough to stick with the story and, yeah, really stay on track and moving towards the finish line. And then, yeah, I wish I could not take it too serious, Which comes back probably to the story I shared about ambitions and trying to stay in where I'm right now, just working on a scene or something and enjoying that part and not thinking too much in my head about what will people think when they read it, So that, or that, yeah, you don't put too much pressure on yourself about how good it has to be in the end, the perfectionism and stuff like that. I wish I was better with that. So let's do a final sprint. I would say a 20-minute sprint. A reading in the garden at night timer from my daughter. Here it is, one of my favorite timers. So I hope you enjoy, and I will write down Michael's poem, The Rubber Duck, which is, I mean, Prometheus from Goethe cannot compare to that. To have a personal poem written from Michael for Mark, for instance, with the rubber duck. So I love it so much to have a poet here in the chat. Okay, here we go. 20 minutes. Enjoy. Okay, my friends, that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow. I wish you all a wonderful rest of the night, a great rest of the day, and I will be back tomorrow. Thanks again, Michael, for your poem. And if you want to join me tomorrow, that's for everyone. You're always welcome here. I'm always very happy to see you guys in the chat and talk to you and share ideas what to read next, for instance. So have a great day and night. Sleep tight. See you soon, my friends. Ciao, ciao.